came from corn, like actual corn. They like came out of the corn.
It isn't gone.
You guys getting ready to go play soccer and football?
Yeah!
All right, well, you guys go have fun and be safe.
Is incredible because it gives an opportunity for children who have been lucky enough to, find loving families to also deal with their questions and meet other people just like them. I think every person, whether you're an adoptee or you're just a mixed breed kid in an all-white school or whatever your particular experience is, we all want to be seen. We all want someone to say, yeah, me too. Because somehow it makes you feel like you're rooted in the world and tethered, and you're not alone. We all just want family, we want to share, we want to identify, and this camp is just wildly incredible.
It all started because of my own two children. Lacey, who was born in Korea 26 years ago, and Sam, who was born in India 23 years ago. And really the need for us, my husband and I, to help them retain their culture, learn more about their identity, and feel like they belong to something much bigger than what we could give them. So that's what the camps are all about, and every single one of them is. And I guess the best part of our camps is that it's really something that the whole family does together. And to me, that makes all the difference throughout my kids' lives.
We felt it was going to be good for our son as he grew up to have friends that were also Mexican and just meeting other kids from other Latin American countries. And it was good for us as parents, too, to meet other parents and be able to share our experiences. And as we found through the years and we adopted our second son, it's just grown more important to us.
I think as a Korean adoptee, it's just important for me to remember my heritage and everything and not forget it. And so coming up here just kind of reminds me of who I am.
As a sibling of a Korean adoptee, it's nice to see kind of what her culture was like.
I am a presenter and facilitator of the This Is Me program.
Okay.
It's a program where we connect the campers with members of their own ethnic community.
Okay.
And they get a chance to discuss they get a chance to discuss their culture with them and ask some tough questions, ask questions that the answers aren't on the internet.
I'm here at Heritage Camp. This is the East India Nepalese Heritage Camp, and I'm so excited to be here. This year's theme is culinary influence, and the reason why I'm here is to teach not only the children, but also the parents about the heritage of culinary cuisine from India as well as Nepal. We're focusing on street food, and this is the one camp that I know of in the country that gives them the opportunity to understand their history, because our history is so rich, not only with spices, but also with culture.
I think a huge part of growing up and development in general is to know your identity, your roots, your heritage.
I really enjoy coming because I've made a lot of friends that I'll keep in touch with for my whole life.
Not being the only one adopted is like not as bad, because when you feel like you're alone, it feels like everyone's like you're like the prey.
I came here as an adult for the first time 3 years ago, and it was kind of a mind-boggling experience to like meet other people who are like me, because I felt like I was kind of an anomaly in my community growing up, and just kind of that experience of meeting people who had similar stories. Yeah, it really was sort of a peaceful feeling. You know, it caused a lot of questions to be answered, and I felt for the first time I could just meet people and not have to explain what it means to be adopted.
Everybody at camp is a big family, and that's why we come back.
It's great to meet all these people and learn that you're not the only person that's been adopted, and it's good to know that you're not the only one out there.
What adoptive parents do for their children is just like any parent. We love them more than life itself. We can provide education, basic, food and roofs over their head, and love and care and hobbies and experiences in life. But the one thing as adoptive parents, especially if our children are adopted from another culture than we are, the one thing we can't give them is that culture. We can't give them that piece of their identity, which is a missing piece in their lives when they're adopted. So that's what Heritage Camp does or tries to do. We don't do it perfectly, but it helps kids feel like part of themselves.
We just made mandu. It was pretty delicious.
Mandu? What is mandu?
Sort of like a dumpling.
Okay.
Korean version.
Come on in here.
Korean.
What'd you do?
Played water balloon volleyball with
Water
towels.
balloon volleyball.
Yeah,
That's
we
pretty
got
fun.
soaked.
Nice.
It's pretty awesome.
Tell me, what is your favorite part about Heritage Camp?
My favorite part about Heritage Camp would just have to be all the friendships that are made. I mean, we only see each other for 3 days, and it's those bonds that you can create in 3 days that are just so amazing and stick with you for life. What have you guys been doing at camp so far?
Well, first we went to the Kiva and did the London Olympics sort of thing. Like there's archery, ping pong, boxing, stuff like that. Yeah.
So after that, we had lunch, and then we went to do heart talks.
Very cool. And what are heart talks?
You tell your feelings and how you like to be adopted.
Okay.
When we came, we really didn't know what to expect, and it's been wonderful. My son was a little anxious at first, but at lunchtime, he was thrilled with all the activities, and he'd already made a new friend.
Developing circles of friends that they see from year to year now, and it's just extremely powerful for them in ways that I didn't anticipate.
I would say what I would need to keep this organization going are the number one thing, volunteers.
Soccer is played all over the world. It is the most popular game in the world, played by boys and girls of all ages.
People, parents, people from the community, people that will come in and help us keep it going. There are so many parents that help make this organization hum. I mean, it's amazing what they do. But it's the community people, which include the presenters and, of course, the counselors.
Our counselors are amazing. They are the foundation of this camp.
Without them, there is no camp. And I think that's what makes it the authentic experience that it is. Our camps are very authentic because of that community involvement. So we need that. And then, of course, we always need money. We are a shoestring operation. We are a nonprofit. We try very hard to keep the program fees low enough for the parents, for the families to be able to afford to come to camp. And without donations and in-kind as well as just good old hard cash, we would not be able to do that, and not enough families will be able to come to camp. So we need that, and we also need people to talk about it and bring more families, because the more families there are, the more fun we can have.
HCAF is a nonprofit organization that helps families that have adopted, and it connects adoptees together, and it helps preserve their culture, and it helps their exploration and journey as a family and individually. There are 11 camps now with international support from all over the world, as well as a camp for domestic adoptees and their families. It is unbelievably important and valuable to these new families, these families that have a very unique brand of love, and in my opinion, one of the strongest brands of love possible. It's the love of absolute choice. So reach down deep. Do what you can.
We love you, Heritage Camp.